Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Loop with Tom Durant, episode 69, June 2026. I'm glad you're here and I want to talk to you about something in this episode. It's a little different for me. I want to talk to you about something that's been several years in the making, but today it's official. I just released my new book called Blessed on Both Sides. I didn't write it because I had extra time. Man, no, that's not true. I didn't write it because I thought, hey, I should be an author. No, that's not true. I actually wrote it because I felt I had something to say that might help people who are trying to figure out their purpose, especially those who feel stuck between two worlds, a world of success and a world of calling, or as I like to say, the marketplace or the ministry, the marketplace in the ministry. You see, for half my life, I was in the marketplace. I was an entrepreneur. Business made sense to me. Building something from the ground up excited me. Closing deals, creating systems, growing teams. That was my world. And I felt by the world standards, I did pretty good. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. What used to satisfy me didn't satisfy me anymore. I started asking myself questions like, why am I doing this? What is this really for? Is this what I'm good at? Or is this what I'm called to do? And that's the tension a lot of people feel, but don't talk about it. Because on one hand, you're succeeding, you're moving, you're doing it right. But on the other hand, you're wondering, is there more? And here's what I came to realize and why I really wrote the book. A lot of us have been taught directly or maybe indirectly that we have to choose. It's either all business and you go all in, or it's all ministry and you're full-time and you're all in. Or you have a successful business or a successful calling. But I wondered if there was a possibility I could be blessed on both sides. And I thought that I was really following God. And I leaned into that. But in my book, Blessed on Both Sides, I begin to talk about how I followed God, and at some point, God required me or challenged me between success and the spiritual conflict, and to discover what I could do for myself and what I could do for God, and I could maybe do both worlds. You know, I've never heard anybody talk about that. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm a prodigy. I'm just saying in my world, I've never heard anybody talk about being blessed on both sides. Hey, you can be in the marketplace, you can be in ministry. God doesn't divide your life into two compartments. He doesn't say that part's yours and this part is mine. But when you truly surrender your life to Him, He takes all of it and He multiplies it. And there was the moment in my life where everything changed. After decades in the printing industry, graphic arts and design, years of building, years of investing, I found myself at a crossroad. I had to make a decision that wasn't just business, it was personal. Closing that chapter of my life wasn't easy. I'm going to tell you, to be honest, there was emotions tied to it. It was my identity, it was my success, and for years, I hung my hat on that and I felt good about myself. But I remember just after making the decision to leave my nets, cut it loose, leave the marketplace and go into ministry full time, I had a little breakdown because I felt like I was letting go of something that defined me for so long. But even in that moment, I trusted God. Now let me pause right here in my podcast for a moment, because what I'm talking about right now is the tension, the transition. That's exactly why I wrote the book, Blessed on Both Sides. I didn't write it as a theory. I wrote it as a real season, building a business, walking through a change, and learning how to trust God with every part of my life. And I just wanted to share it with everybody. And if you've ever felt that pull, that tug, that tension, like you're going to be on the outside, but you know God is calling you deeper, then you know what? This book is a great read for you. It's not about choosing one over the other. No, I'm not promoting that. It's about surrendering all and letting God bring it into alignment. And looking back now, I can tell you this. What felt like a loss was actually a transition. What felt like an ending was actually a beginning. That's what Blessed on Both Sides is all about. Yes, it's my story. But more than that, it's a message. It's about understanding that your life doesn't have to be divided. You don't have to be in conflict. You don't have to be one person in the career and another person in your calling. You don't have to choose between successful and spiritual. When your life is fully surrendered to God, your purpose, your work, your influence, they all begin to line up. And that's where the real fulfillment comes that I've learned. Not just meeting your needs, not just chasing my wants, but stepping out in what I would call the overflow. This book is for the person who is doing well, but still feels like there's something missing. It's for the leader who is trying to figure out their faith and if it fits in their success. This book is for the entrepreneur. I was. This book is for the business owner. I was. This book is for the minister. I was. And I am. This book is for someone in transition, or even the person just asking, what does God really want from my life? And if you've ever felt that tension, this book is for you. So if that resonates, I want to encourage you to pick up a copy of the Blessed on Both Sides. You can get it directly through me, or you can also find it on Amazon, whichever is easiest for you. Amazon picked it up. Just go into the search engine, type Blessed on Both Sides. I don't even think you have to put my name, Tom Durrance. Not because I wrote it. I'm not promoting for that reason, but because I believe I can help you see your life differently. And when you do that, you'll discover what I discovered. You don't have to choose. You, my friend, can be blessed on both sides. Hey, let me offer this special opportunity of those who attend True Vine Pentecostal Church in Marietta. I'd be honored to personally sign a copy of Blessed on Both Sides and include a handwritten note for you. Simply place your order, and I'll bring your signed copy to church this Sunday. To do so, you can send payment via Apple Pay or Zelle to my phone number, 951-795-2315. Apple Pay or Zelle, 951-795-2315. Or you can Venmo me, the @Tom-Durrance. Venmo, @Tom-Durrance. Hardcover, this is the hardcover, okay, $15. Paperback, $11. Or if you prefer reading digitally, the Kindle edition is also available on Amazon. I don't have the Kindle edition. It's all digital. That's $8 on Amazon. So again, if you're part of our local church, come on, ping me with payment. I'll write you a note. I'll think it through. I'll have quiet time. I'll sign it if that's valuable to you. And then I'll bring it to you on Sunday and I'll just hand it out to you. And you don't have to wait in line. I'm going to do a book promotion in a couple of weeks at True Vine. So there's no waiting for you. I'll have your book done already. If you're outside the area, of course, you can purchase the book online and you can kind of go there. Anyway, I want to just say thank you for your support. I pray this book, okay? I pray this book encourages you to discover that you don't have to choose between success and calling. You don't have to choose between marketplace and ministry. You can truly be blessed on both sides. Hey, thanks for joining me today on In the Loop. If this episode blessed you or helped you, please share it with someone that you know that might enjoy listening to it. And as always, keep growing, keep leading, and stay in the loop. May God bless us all.